Sorry, my mic was muted. Hey y'all. Welcome back to walking slash puzzles slash getting talked down on by God slash uh having a chat log with a sassy computer simulator. We're playing Talos Principle again. And I'll be honest, playing it again. Konbanwa. Ohayou gozaimasu. Hi Jeans. Hope you're excited for more Talos Principle. Because I know that I'm playing more Talos Principle. I don't really know. I'm not. Forgive me, but I'm not particularly jazzed about playing it. Like, it's a good game, the puzzles are challenging, but it's not my favorite game. Can you finish this game in like an hour so you can pivot to a better game? I'll I'll try. I'll try for Eugene's, but knowing how the complexity of the puzzles, I'm probably not going to finish it in an hour. I probably won't even finish it this stream. Speedrun? I mean, if I look up a guide, wouldn't that like ruin all the... Because this is a puzzle game, right? If you look up a guide for what? If you look up a speedrun of Risk of Rain, you're going to be like, oh, okay, that's really cool. I was like, oh, wow, they're really zooming there. But if you look up a speedrun for like a puzzle game, everything's going to lose it. Instead of figuring out how every element of the puzzle interacts with each other in its own unique ways, it just becomes a set of steps you have to follow. And I feel like this game is about discovering it. Yeah, but think about skips. I do think about the skips. Sometimes whenever I solve a puzzle in a way that I'm thinking to myself like, oh, the devs probably didn't intend for me to solve it like that. Get over a wall with a cube. It's probably possible. But then again, if it's possible, the devs might have accounted for it. But then again, if I get away with a puzzle in like a silly billy way, I'm probably thinking to myself, ooh, the devs might not have thought about that. Ooh, I found something very cool. But no, the devs think about everything. So let's play Talos Principle. Let's play along with Mr. Talos. So we just finished B area, the Baria. The devs think about everything except bugs? Exactly. That's why I'm off the radar. They don't pay a second of mind to me. Yeah, this place is all red, I think. Are those just pink pieces or? No, I think it's just the lighting. No, they're just all red, okay. They hate UV, I know that. Is this Milton or is this just library? Heaven and hell, .text. Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock! The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. What matter where, if I be still the same, and what I should be, all but less than he, whom thunder hath made greater. Here at least we shall be free, the Almighty hath not built here for his envy, we will not drive hence. Here we may reign secure, and in my choice, to reign is worth ambition, though in hell, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Alright. At least there's Star Day after this. Shit, bitch. Yeah, at least there's Star Day after this. Oh. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of its 6,000 years is true, as I have heard from hell. The cherub with the flaming sword is hereby commanded to leave his guard at the tree of life. When he does, the whole creation will be consumed and appear infinite and holy, whereas it now appears finite and corrupt. This will come to pass by an improvement in sensual enjoyment. Right? But first, the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expunged. This I shall do by printing in the infernal method by corrosives, which in hell are salutary and medicinal, melting apparent surfaces away and displaying the infinite which was hid. Yeah, this game is like a documentary or something. The one non-existent guy who thinks this is your best series and was waiting in heavy anticipation for this better be enjoying it. I'll be completely honest and say that I don't think this series is my best. It's probably not even close.
You have come far,
But I
my
will
child.
I'll let this guy
succeeding
speak.
where so many before you failed. You have walked through a land of ruins and a land of death. Now the land of faith lies before you. And know that as you have shown faith in me, so do I have faith in you.
The land of faith. Eh? Eh? This is just a reskin of the first area. That'd be Silksong or Outer Wilds. I don't know which. I don't know because you never post the supercut. I still need to work on that. Frick. What was I saying? I know this isn't my best series, but I'll be darned if I said that I wasn't at least somewhat curious what lie at the top of the tower. Is this an unlock thing? Yeah, this is an unlock. It's my inherent curiosity that drives me to complete the series. Oop. No, that's not it either. That's not it either. That's not it either. What? Hold on, I'll get this. Philosophy and computers. Yippee! I love both of those things. Surely this game will be so much fun for me to play. Haha. Blink, blink. Jokes aside, though, the puzzles I am a fan of. It's just a lot of the everything else is kind of a slog sometimes. But you know, maybe that's normal. Maybe a lot of people think that. Every time you think about the supercut, you get distracted by cold spaghetti, and then you get distracted by schoolwork, and then you get distracted by games, and at the end of the day you have 100 hours on Uma Musume. Yep. I can never sit in one spot, and it sucks. Because there are so many things that I want to do. So many things to do, so little time. If I just jam all the pieces in there, eventually I'll start to see something. Eventually, the world shall bend around my will, and the answer shall be revealed unto me. And yada yada. Eventually I shall see between the lines. And then, slowly but surely losing my mind. Blink, blink. I'm not getting this. Something is wrong. I'm not missing a piece. Oh, there we go. I just got it. Easy peasy, first try. And I got something? Was that the new iPad? I saw the method like 3 hours ago.
You have come
You weren't very
far
good at
in your
Tetris.
journey and learned much. You have served our cause with the truest faith. Therefore,
Where's
I
room
name
one?
you blessed and beloved.
Oh,
Wield these, the instruments of our power, to fulfill your purpose and achieve eternal life.
there's just a thematically unfitting axe? The atheist gets a reward for faith. Okay, I don't really care. I'm just sort of disregarding him. He's the voice in the sky, and I don't really care about him. I'm playing video games. I'm gonna mess around with that thematically unfitting axe later.
Chaos is that which existed before time, when the words of a story lose their meaning, when actions cease to have purpose. Know that only faith can protect you from this peril. Here, in the Garden of Worlds.
When I'm tired of trying to solve the mysteries of my life, I come here to rest. It's peaceful, somehow. I just watch the trees and the water and do nothing. That Sky Guy sure does talk a lot? Yep. I know him as the Sky Guy who talks. Does he do anything else? Not really. He did, like, fix a bug once. But that's kind of the most he's done. The Apocrypha of Saint Eadwald. This vision was granted by the Archangel Uriel. Oh my god, Uriel, like Isaac? The humble servant Eadwald, that he might bear testimony of function E. I turned to the north and saw 7 black clouds coming down upon the land, and each cloud was a plague unleashed from the throne of God in the time of the Nephilim. In that age the plagues were buried in the pit, there to remain until the end of days, which surely now come. I fell to my knees and prayed, and before me appeared 7 angels riding their chariots, wheels within wheels, turning in the sky, and their light hid the clouds from my sight. One angel stepped down onto the earth, and by his fiery sword I knew him to be Uriel. He spoke, saying, 7 plagues have awoken in the land, but not at the hand of Elohim. Look upon the wages of sin. And shall he send forth the deluge once more, to cleanse the land of this evil? Shall he end all that slithers, and all that crawls, and the birds of the sky, and the fishes of the sea, to end that which you uncovered in your folly? I kinda like the birds and the fish. Bro hit a Sakru 11 question mark times? I think so. I don't remember if it's Gabriel that you fight or Uriel that you fight. Sarabai982.journal. Not yet Sarabai. Entry 982, tags none. Everything's dark and quiet. The stars are brighter than I've ever seen them. I can hear the faint sound of water high above. Inside, Alexandra is running one of her time capsule messages while running tests on the scenario module. Arcadia is uploading another batch to the archive while muttering something about the MLA program, and Omar is sleeping on the couch we put up yesterday. And I'm sitting here, writing this, having trouble believing that it will ever end, that this oddly peaceful existence of ours won't just go on forever. I look at Talos and EL, and their purpose seems like something that's always going to be in the future, an ideal to work towards, not something that will become real. I wonder if there will be quiet places in the simulation, places to rest without thinking about the future. I hope so. Everyone deserves some moments of peace. Huh. What was that message on the wall saying about that person who comes here just to rest? Oh. Hi. I hope you get this. The internet's been disappearing unpredictably. I want you to know that I'm going to try to get to you. But I know it's too far. I know it's far and there's not a lot of time, but I think I can manage. I want to be with you. And frankly, on the road trying to get to you seems better than just staying here. There's something on the road? So far away from you, at least I'll be as close as I can get. Remember. But hey, don't be sad. I might make it. I've thought about it, and the distance should be crossable on time, assuming the something don't kick in before something else. See you soon. I love you. Okay. I don't know who that guy is. Tell him I love him too. The Conservatory. Another one of the Lysor puzzles. I gotta find the conductors. There's one. Here's an area over here. Like, well, logical first step. Open this. Get this one. Oh. I see this makes me think there's gonna be some map spanning puzzle. Like a star puzzle. So that needs to be open. Which means the blue... Where is the blue? Let's say... right here. Oh, right. Those clash. So if those clash, well, I just need to move it, right? I just need to move it over a little bit. Like right over here, perhaps? And then I can take this, connect it to that. Now those don't crisscross, which means I can take this. Let's place it like right here. And then I can take this and bring it over here. It was pretty easy for a red one. Starting to get the feeling that they may not be ranked by color on difficulty. But what do I know? Blowback. There is a jammer. Nothing else right now? Well, I guess over here. Cube! We have cube. What can I do with cube? I can jump fence with cube. Interesting to know. Here's another cube. I suppose this is so I can get back over the fence? Interesting. Good to know that I can jump fence with cube. Not much in here for me to do. Is there another wall over here? Yes. There's a conductor. Oh, the fan is there. And it is not a fan of me. Here's a red. Open this. Jammer. Options. What's in here? Deactivated fan. I assume it blows me in there. Can I jam this from here? No. Guess I can take cube out. Oop. Don't know where I'd put cube right now. I can jam this from the inside. Take the red, connect it there. There's a blue here. It seems I need to get over there with a cube. This has a red. Hold on, I can open this door with the red and then I can probably... Yeah, that doesn't turn off. Wait. No, I need to do this. So I can get the jammer back. Place the jammer here. Then I get the red. Open this door. And jam the fan. And then I can... Yoink! And there's a purple here. So I cannot bring stuff just simply through this. I see. So I need to throw myself over with a cube in hand. Plop that there. Grab this. Put it there. Or I guess I need to keep this open like that. And then I can jam this. No, this has a fan on it already. Where's a blue? What? Oh, there's a blue. Right. I see, I understand. Do that, do this. I need to put a cube on this first. Toss it over there. Splendid, excellent. I think I should be, yeah, I should be able to get that. And then take this. I guess I only really need the, oh, the jammer's inside. Same step, but different. Same step, but a different. Nothing in this little nook here. Some more Just Cuz design. Alright. There is another piece up this way. It's a long walk to the castle. There's a rainbow. Multiply impossible ascension. Okay, this seems like a really long one. Is there anything I can access right now? Get all my tools, get them in one place. That cube is up there. I cannot reach it. I guess fan. I keep forgetting that I can detach the fan. I can take this, plop that there, bring this here, that there. Something tells me I might need to have a cube on the inside so I can jump out. Or maybe a cube on the outside so I can jump in. We'll mess around with that later. Let's see where this goes first. What can I see from here? Not much. I need a red. How far back do I have to be for this? Really gotta think about the angles. Like in most things. Can't believe I'm neutral pressing spacebar now. Thank you, Talos Principle. Okay, we got 2 cube. And it seems like the puzzle is... Hold on, if I power that fan and put a cube on it, what can the connector see? Doesn't seem like it can see over. It might be able to see over that door. Don't know though. As far as I know, the only red is there. Is it just like... What? Do I need to like stack some cubes up? It might be like... Do I have to put 2 cubes on this? I can't put a conductor on it. No, wait, if I do this, then I can put the conductor on it. Hold on. It's probably like this. Whomp. Then we take this, put that on there. And it should peek over? No? Is there another cube for me? Maybe there's another cube somewhere. There's no way, no how that I'm getting that thing on top of 3 cubes, though. Is there anywhere that I can reach with a little staircase of cubes like that? It seems like it's just barely there, though. It's really just barely there? Am I gonna need another cube for this? Oh, well it can peek over that when it's on just fine. Fan. Cube, cube. I can't, like, Minecraft stack up, can I? I can do that. Not sure what the triple cube would do, though, seeing as I can't place the conductor on top of it. But if I could, it would solve the puzzle. So maybe there's something else that I'm not seeing. I'm gonna make a little staircase up the wall. Okay, this is absolutely not scalable. Doesn't seem like there'd be anything over there. What is scalable, though? I'm pretty sure I got everything that was in this room. Maybe that's scalable? I don't know. I don't assume it would be. Let's try this, though. Take cube. No, it doesn't seem... Whoa. Doesn't seem like I'd be able to get up this. If I could get... Oh, if I could stack 2 cube on there, I probably would be able to get up it. But if I stacked 2 cube up there, I wouldn't be able to... Yeah. This light wouldn't be on. It's not like it can see it when it's up there. And I could just stand on it, but then what? That doesn't really do anything. Is it possible for me to get on the roof? Probably not with cube. No, cube couldn't get me up to that height, I don't think. Not 1, not 2. Probably not 3. Wouldn't hurt to try. Every wrong step I make is, it's science. I almost said tennis. It's all science. Every step you take is tennis. Every step. 1 foot in front of the other. Swing your racket left and right until it all comes together. I can probably get on top of this with the triple cube. The cube staircase. Take the cube from 1 step down. Every step is tennis. I messed up that jump because I was unconfident. Every step you take, it's all tennis. It's all tennis. Now I can take a cube from a step down. Okay, it's all tennis. These don't have collision, do they? I can't stand on those. Every step you take is tennis. That shit was not tennis. No, that was volleyball. That was beach volleyball. Can I, like, place it in... Why is it not letting me place it? Okay, well, now the cube is up there. I thought we were doing tennis here. Mr. Talos. Here we go. Here we go. Is this the intended way to do the puzzle? I assume if I get this... No, this doesn't turn off? The tennis principle! Let's go! Am I just stuck here now? Was that intended? I genuinely don't know. Well, I guess I'm stuck here now? Do I need to make use of the restart? Tennis gets you soft locked? Damn. The Talos Principle devs hate tennis. Let me out! Let me out, please! Let me out! I might have to restart from last checkpoint. I might have dreamed too big here. Okay. Well, that was an easy puzzle. I just stacked boxes to win. Talos Principle is an immersive sim. Confirmed. Oh.
Sometimes I think about the Middle Ages, about what it must have been like to live in the ruins of a great civilization, to know that so much has been lost.
Oh, Milton
Then I
has
remind
something to say
myself
to me.
that while the West sank into darkness, others picked up the pieces. That civilization always survived because the great
Get a good
insights
view.
of philosophy and science are not bound to any one culture or people. They belong to all of us, and one day they'll belong to you.
Wonder who she's talking to in that. I should probably have a look around this castle. Yoo-hoo, hello. Star puzzle, perhaps? Spare some star puzzle? Ooh, some notes. There's so much beauty in these hidden corners of the world, even if they have no purpose. Perhaps they are beautiful because they have no purpose. Definitely some kind of insight into the into the inherent beauty of nature and the universe. I say big words so to sound more intelligent. Makes me more intelligent. I'm not book smart, I'm puzzle smart. Anyhow, I'm gonna do that fourth puzzle. And then immediately leave this place because I'm trying to go fast. Also Milton. Oh, you came back to keep me company. Okay then, humor me with a little hypothetical. Imagine that a few hours from now you climb to the top of that tower. It's a flash of light, then magic happens. You find yourself in the real world, living whatever you take to be a normal life there. What would you do then? What's best for me or what's right? What do I want to do? I'd rather do what's right, I think. No great surprises there, but let's make things just a little clearer. So tell me, this obligation you feel, is it only applicable to the real world, or does it apply here as well? Moral laws only apply under special conditions, or special conditions? Or moral laws are universal? I want to say they're universal. What a magnanimous dictator you would make. Of course, I'm sure it would take a dictator to enforce a single moral code on the entire universe. So come on then, what's your magic formula of choice? Is it still some romantic notion about freedom? I linger on this answer. The more goodness in the world, the better. Ah, that old chestnut. So just what is this goodness that you're seeking to maximize? All of the above. Uh-huh. And what happens when, in order to maximize wealth, you have to reduce liberty? Or when one person's equality gets in the way of another's happiness? You can't have everything all at once. You're just gonna have to choose. Well, why can't we have everything at once? Why can't we? I refuse the question. Ah, he just repeats it. Boo! Boo! I'm gonna say it one more time. Boo! Boring! Boo! There's not even a different answer if I say it multiple times. I'm gonna say it 2 more times. All of the above. All of the above. Okay, awesome. It's the whole screen. I don't know now. I am really not in a position to solve these problems. I'm trying to consider all of these carefully. If I pick happiness, well, some people just aren't going to be happy. Wealth would lead into capitalism. I don't like that. Basic goods like food or healthcare. I don't really see problem with that. I'm not sure. I'm not very smart. I'll be completely honest. Excuse me? I have my moments, yes, but most of the time I'm not a very critical thinker. I'm just gonna say I'm not in this position. Admitting the problems are beyond your comprehension is the first step towards letting go. I will allow you to contemplate these matters further before contacting you again. Okay, was that the right answer? Okay. Thanks, Milton. Strange. Labyrinth. I really do feel like I wasted that question I got on him. Oh. No, that's just the hint button. Door here. There's a gun up ahead. I assume there's going to be a jammer somewhere. Is that the orb? Did I see an orb? Is there an orb over there? Yes, there is. What do we get for this puzzle? 1 jammer? Seems like... It seems like... To get the answer, I need 3. So let's work our way around first. This is a nothing area? There's nothing over there. Here's the orb. There's some keys. Oh. Well, now that I have the key, I can use that on that, take the jammer, and then bring it around inside. Jam this. The orb comes this way. Oop. Ay! Ow. Man. Sigh. I thought I was out of his range. Like, reset. week gone by. Like, just zooming through this. Unlock that, take that. Go around. While the orb is distracted. Can follow the orb like this, so I don't get blowed up. There needs to be like a better indicator of the orb's range, I think. Because having a vague kind of circle effect is not very clear. Okay. These... The question is, how am I to get... Hold on. Oh, there's another one there. Okay. Understood. I thought I was only given 2 and I had to come up with some silly little solution. Like... Just the one jammer here, okay. Makes sense that there'd be 3. Scrape my face against a wall. Gen you. Run all the way back. No, it's over here. Grab this one. I'm like whizzing through the level right now. Just zoom in. Jam that. Get the last one. It'd be cool if there was like an inventory. Then again, I guess it doesn't make feasible sense to be able to carry 3 of these things on your person at one time. Either that'd be really heavy or you just wouldn't have the pocket space. Blink. Splendid. So that's this area done. Minus the 1 star, but we're not going to focus on that right now. On to area 2. Or zone 2. Zone 2 of area C. Computer. There's a big church here. Family. For those of you who have faithfully followed this blog for the last 5 years, I just want to give you one final update. I'm going to spend my remaining time with my family. Yeah, I know, there are probably 50 plus posts about all the problems I've had with them, but in the end, they're my family. They're the people I grew up with, the people I care about, the people I love. Sure, they annoy the hell out of me. They've said awful things to me and I've said awful things to them, but that doesn't change who we are. In fact, if we didn't care about each other, this stuff wouldn't upset us. Do I still think they were wrong? Yeah, absolutely. Would I behave differently if I thought we all still had a lot of time? Definitely. But we don't. So I'd rather spend a couple weeks sitting on my porch with my parents and my sisters than being angry and alone. Besides, it's not like we're gonna fight about my job prospects anymore. If you can, try to make peace with those you love. It's your last chance. Thanks for reading. Oh. From Alan Jameson, Institute for Applied Mathematics, to Fran, subject last days. You know what the oddest thing about this? You know what the oddest thing is about all this? We're not constantly fighting, having nervous breakdowns, screaming at each other. We're actually really polite and focused. And we spend most of our time debating the nature of humanity and how we can best succeed at probably the most ambitious thing anyone's ever tried. Like it was completely normal, and that's just how people are. I feel like we've turned into Star Trek characters or something. I guess, what's the point of doing anything else? Getting angry isn't gonna help, but I didn't expect to feel like this at all. You know what? It's awesome. Many greetings, and good luck. Alan. P.S. Love from George. Oh. Enough oohing and awing at the notes. Time to solve puzzles. The short wall. I need a recorder. What does it matter that if I scribble my contempt on these walls if I'm still surrounded by them? Stair? staircase? What is this area for? Staircase? Oh, take platform. Platform can be used to have something carried on it. Oh! Oh. Tell you what. Hold on. Womp. Alrighty, me. Let's bring you over here first. And then pick you up from that. And then let's go over here. Alright. Gotta act fast. Wink. Thank you, me. Now, how is it that the recorded me can interact with the real me? Okay, I just pressed spacebar there? What happened? Question mark? Okay. Record. Go over here. Pick this up. Turn around. 1, 2, 3. Go over here. 1, 2, 3. Walk around. 1, 2, 3. Go over here. 1, 2, 3. Up. Go over here. 1, 2, 3. Come around. 1, 2, 3. Go over here. Nope. I'm not jumping towards that this time. On top of things, stand on your own 2 shoulders. I stood on a platform that I was carrying by my own 2 shoulders. A ditch and a fence. This level needs 2 entrances? Ditch and a fence. Oh. This is to bring myself up. And then what? Where would I go from here? I can't jump over this fence. And that doesn't go through there. I could take... Take this. Stand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I go up. And then I go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take cube. Take that. Jump on top of cube. Oh, that's not tall enough? Oh. What's over there? Can I get over there? Oh, there's a fan there. Oh, that's the star puzzle. Interesting. Oh, there's... Oh, hello. But that's probably the exit. So, what? Can I put it on top of this thing? Let's find out. Let's walk all the way over here. Put that down. Okay, get cube. Get conductor. No. I can stand up here though? Okay, I slipped off. Because I am very slippery slidey. What was the puzzle called again? A ditch and a fence. Well, that is what we have. I don't have to jump over it, do I? I feel like that would be far too simple. Let's try it. Get this here, get the cube, plunk, hop on, and then just like brush up against the fence here. Get the cube, plunk, hop on. I'm lodged into it. Oh, that's so close. Ugh. If I were just a tiny bit shorter, I could have squeezed through. But you know, that's game design, I guess. Would I be able to hop across like that? Stand here, get the cube, plonk, hop on. If I walk up to here, would I be able to jump up the fence? Maybe if I jump? Cube. Plunk. Hop on. Well, I'm out here now, so I guess I got the star puzzle? Still not closer to getting that. Yoink. Oh, but what can I do with this? Not much, it seems. No, and the fan doesn't even have collision. If I could bring a cube over here, that'd be very helpful. Would jumping be enough? Because that probably needs a sustained signal, right? Best way to find out is to test it. Grab the cube, plonk that on top, get the conductor. Go over here, connect the two, jump, 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 jump. Cube, plonk, conductor, hop on top. Connect the two, plonk that down. No, it's not enough, just barely. Well, then what? If I were to get that platform out here, and no, I wouldn't be able to get them out here. Because that fan just dumps me right back in here. Or in the puzzle. But if I could get the platform out here. Does the recording, hold on. If I walk into there while I'm recording, does it work? Oh. Now do I actually walk into there? Ah. Interesting. But what could that do though? If I could even get a cube out there, I might be able to solve the puzzle, but it seems unlikely because I need the cube to jump the fence anyway. And even if I do that, the fan just sends me back in here. Can I like... No, I can't. Can I... Oh, no, wait, I realize it now. Hold on. I get it now. Oh my god, I get it. Okay. Take that. Take this. Then the real me grabs the cube, plonks it on top, grabs the conductor, and then I run off, and then I jump on the cube. And they place the conductor down. I'm going to sit here until 20 seconds. Okay. Get the cube. Plunk. Get the conductor. Jump on top. Connect the two. There we go. There's the height that I needed. Excellent.
Your wisdom grows. But be wary of temptation.
That's all? That's all he's gonna say? Okay. Rapunzel. I'm gonna have to build a tower of me's. Seems like I'm gonna need 2 items that I can use as weights here. And I need to bring them up here in the first place. It's the hint button. I guess from climbing up here, I can walk into here. Just the cubes in here. Plunk. Yoink. Pop. Moink. Wham. And here's the recorder and the platform. This is presumably how I get up the platform. I think from this height, I might be able to scoop a cube from one below. So this might be a long one. So record, take platform, go here, wait for 1 order of cube. By this time, cube is possibly delivered. Then I deliver it here. Oh, it doesn't seem tall enough, though. I wait to scoop up the 1 order of cube. And then I go back here. I wait for order number 2 of cube. By this time, cube is supposedly loaded. I walk back here. And then I ditch my job. Load the cube. Go up. No, I can't scoop up the cube. No. Okay. So cube delivery is a no-go. Hold on, I only need to get one cube up there, don't I? I think so. I take this cube, and then record, take platform. Then I load both cubes on here. Cube number 1. I walk down, pick up cube number 2, walk back up, load both the cubes. Then I'll walk over here. I'll unload one of the cubes. And then I leave my job. Okay, cube number 1. Here we go. I'm too close to the wall. Nope. No, I was too close. Okay. I have a plan. I just have to not stand directly next to the wall. Pick up the platform. I wait for cube number 1. And then I go get the cube number 2. And then I put it on top. And then I'll turn a little bit. And then I'll go at 15 seconds. And then I go over here. And then execute. Cube number 1. Cube number 2. I'll hop on top. Hitch a ride. Jump up. Grab a cube. Place it down there. Okay. Now that that's done, I can place the cube back there, stop the recording, and then start the recording again. And then stand up here. And then this will allow the real me to get the piece. Alternatively, I could just take the real cube and leave the recorded cube there. Oop. Almost trapped myself. Trimple. That's 3 of the 4. Now we go into this big building. Or, never mind, wait. Huh? Eh?
Money. Money. I'm rich. Money. Money, money, money.
I'll leave that guy to have fun with his money. Question: suppose everything here serves a precise role in some grand scheme. How would we explain that? It's obviously like a digital time capsule, an electric library of all the crazy stuff the humans ever did, left behind to warn other species to stay well away. So what happened to them? Same thing that happens to everyone. They existed, then they didn't. And they probably wouldn't do it all over again. Hey. Anything in this door? No? Elohim is inconsistent. I don't trust him. Well said, yes man. In here. Cemetery. This whole place is a cemetery. Yo! The orb too! Womp. Orb that bumps you. Okay. Cube. I can't use cube to jump over that. I can probably place cube on orb. Oh, here we go. There's a connector. It's another one of those, you have to obstruct one of the cubes and then you just barely make it puzzle. Or not one of the cubes, one of the orbs. Oh, but here is a wondrous thing. I cannot actually open that one. This can open just fine, provided it's on the right cycle. Here's another connector. Up. Boing, boing. Click, click. And we don't need to worry about that one being open right now. Obstruct the orb. There is another cube. There's the piece. This piece. Guess we can obstruct both orbs now for a consistent signal. Go, my orb. Or stop my orb, rather. Excellent. Boink. That's area 2 of area C. Hi Ryan. Indeed. This game gets a lot of hums from me. How much are we done? There's 7 in this place, right? Yeah. We're already done 2. Hi, hello, hi! Glad to see you here. Even if you're just here to say hi. I really don't mind if you just decide to leave, because I feel like this game is not that interesting to watch. It's a lot more interesting to think about. Oh, this place is
Before
snowy.
the age of chaos, there were other gods, old gods. But for all their power, they could not save their world. Thus, I was made, and I shall preserve this world forever, for you and your generations. That is my purpose.
Gotcha. I'm so sick, I've drank an entire bottle of flu medication the past 2 days. You had an entire bottle? Isn't that like a lot? Speaking of drink, I just drank some water. It seems my refusal to argue semantics with the computer has angered it, and refuses to engage with me further. Elohim is pleased, which was not my intention. Elohim is pleased because you've swallowed his claptrap. The voice of doubt is your only line of defense. Oink. Oh, Milton's not here right now. I feel like drinking an entire bottle of flu medication is kind of a lot. It was spaced appropriately, I followed directions. Don't worry, I didn't poison myself. Yet. For your sake, I hope you never poison yourself. Get well soon, Ren. Do everyone a solid and take it easy. Like everyone else on the internet these last days, I just wanted to say bye. And thanks for reading my little blog for so many years. It's been fun, hasn't it? So many deep conversations, so much philosophy. Okay, it was mostly cat pictures and bad puns, but still. I kind of regret spending so much time at the computer. Not when I was doing stuff, just all the time sitting around, checking my emails a million times, reading pointless status updates by by people I didn't like. I don't regret the friends I made here or the laughs we had. You're all good people, and I'm glad I got to know you. Have a nice end of the world. I'm glad I get to know the people I know too. And also, by the looks of this thing, it seems like maybe the world ended in-game? I'm trying. Thanksgiving is this week. I won't be able to sit at the table because everyone gets sick easy. They're older, and my grandma doesn't have pancreas. Oh my. That interesting. No pancreas, huh? No pancreas? That is cool to know. But yeah, do get well soon. Idea for a universal history with cosmopolitan purpose. It remains strange that the earlier generations seem to perform their toilsome labor only for the sake of the later ones. To construct for them a step from which they can raise higher the edifice that nature intended, and only the latest of all generations have that luck to inhabit the edifice that a long line of their ancestors unintentionally constructed. As puzzling as this may be, it is equally necessary. If one assumes the following, a species of animals possesses reason, and must develop this capacity to its perfection, being individually immortal but immortal in the species. I just sit in my room, slip out, ask for food, and then go back to my room, though my grandma is making divinity, and she hasn't for a few years. I'm so happy. Divinity? Is that like a type of food? Can't say I've heard of a food called divinity. I've heard the name, but I've not heard a food called that before. I hope it lives up to its title. And also, yeah, that is... you sitting in your room and then hopping out when it's time to eat and then walking back into your room, that's kind of how I live my life nowadays. And, I won't talk about it. Ariana's blog entry 477. Holy humble brag, Batman. I've always known that God maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. Matthew 5:45. But I must admit it's one thing to know the words and another to truly understand them. Though I am certain that my faith is true, that does not make me special or exempt from suffering. I'm just another human being, and God has seen billions of us come and go. And I have to say, this is surprisingly hard to accept. I always thought I was humble, but now I'm realizing I was very proud of being humble, which is really dumb. Guess I'm not the first one to do that, huh? Hashtag regret, hashtag pride, hashtag faith, hashtag humble brag, hashtag apology, hashtag Batman. Where's Batman? What does Batman have to do with that one? That one's just for the clicks. The gear?
Sometimes I worry that the answers I embrace are too simple. Can we ever truly fully understand the divide between our biology and our intellect? How much is nature? How much is nurture? If my intellectual capabilities and my knowledge were replicated in a machine, would that machine be me? Would it be human? And what would be more humbling to my ego? If the answer was yes, or if the answer was no? What if I'm making too many assumptions? But there's no time to worry about my ego now. There's work to be done.
It's a dessert. You whip egg whites, add sugar and vanilla, dollop it out on parchment paper, and then let dry, kind of like a fudge, but it's super fluffy and melts in your mouth. Okay, I see. Cool. It's kind of like it seems to me like it would be an uncooked, like, meringue. Actually, that kind of sounds... I don't know, but that sounds cool. Sounds cool. I don't really eat eggs too often, so I suppose I'll never be able to have it myself. Anyhow, 3 little connectors and a fan. This fan, I assume, takes us all the way to the top of the world. Here's one connector. Open that up. Here's a cube, which I cannot get out with. I can take the cube, put it on that pressure plate. Then I take this, and I can open up this. Which doesn't do all too much. I can fall off into the white abyss. If, most likely when, I move to Canada or visit, I shall make you divinity and give it to you. That would be very sweet, Ren. Thank you. I mean, I assume the dessert itself would be very sweet. Cough, cough. But thank you. I appreciate the offer. You're a good friend. You're a good man. I appreciate you. Anyway, back to puzzle. Hmm. How am I to use that? Because if I pick this up, that door will be closed. And I can't get across there. Oh, hold on, there's like a bunch more over there. What? All that for a cube. Do I even need that? What? Oh, wait, I probably do. That's how you get up there. Okay, well, frick. Let's see how this works. Oh, you can get a big vantage point right here. You can see a whole 2 of the things. Okay, interesting. I need a cube and a connector for this. So, take that. Cube down here. One at a time. So from there, I'd be able to see this, and I'd be able to see that. So let's select that as well. And I guess it probably would be able to see that, so it could probably power itself. And obviously I can just disconnect the power whenever I please. Let's put that there. Get the cube. Put this on. Pick this up. And put that there. No, but this needs to be powered first. And then it can sustain its own power. Which means I can put that there. This will be open. Oh, but I need that other connector that I placed there. So let's take this. Let's put that there. Oop. And then let's reset the locks on this so I can get that other connector out of there. You gotta have all your resources in one spot so you know how to best make use of them. That there. Bring this out here. Put this there. Bring this out here. Okay. Step 1. Get a connector. Click, 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 click. Pop that down there for now. Get a cube. Put that there. Pick this up. Put it back down. Connect. Connect that. That shall sustain itself. Place that down there. Now that is open. From here, I can connect to this. And now I can enter this place. But now it needs another one. So how am I gonna get that? I'm already using everything I can. I don't need the fan yet, do I? Do I need to bring it out so I can put it on that pressure plate? There's only one pressure plate. But I guess I don't really have another usable object. There's a jammer there. Ugh, if I could just get that jammer. If I could get another conductor over here, that would be great. Doesn't seem like there's a way to open this gate other than the pressure plate here. That cube is locked behind another gate. Then I could probably just use the jammer to... I could probably use the jammer on that when I get there. Oh, but there's another one! Where's the Where's the power inlet for that? I have to do this all with 3 little connectors and a fan? Anyway, bye bees, being sick shortens my attention span even worse than it was. Okay. I'm glad you said hi, Ren. I'm glad you were able to be here for a little bit. I hope you get well soon. Love and appreciate you. Mwah. Oop, walk into a wall. I will continue to slog away at the puzzles for now. If I could just get like 2 cubes, I could probably stack my way up there. Right? Right? No, I'd need 3 cubes to stack my way up. So that absolutely can't see this from here. But there is a window here, which means maybe... If I could get it on this side and open that, I could... Oh, But I'm using every resource I can right now. Pretty sure I'm using everything to the fullest. Like that can see that. Can't see that, it can't see that. I have no clue about what about over there. And I definitely wouldn't just be able to fall off of that cube onto there. As funny as that would be. I probably can't parkour around this. Does it want me to do something like that? Oh? Huh? Turned off? Oh, I see. It turns off because of the cube sort of floats up and down. And there we go. It should be stable from there. Suppose I don't need that right now. Take this. Let's work from the start. Work from the top. Cube. Connector. Connect. Oh. Connect these. Get this. This game hurts my brain and not because it's difficult puzzles. Well, it hurts my brain too, but because it is difficult puzzles. I have to really be on the edge here. Oh, that doesn't even... Oh! Hi, garlic. Okay, now we have this. I'm gonna use this on that so I can get the free cube. Oh, this needs the jammer, though. This requires the jammer. Hi, garlic. How you been? Hopefully you're doing well. You guys just missed Ren. He was in here saying he got sick. I've had this on in the background while I Uma, and the slop levels entering my brain is causing my brain to ache. I love Talos slop. Yippee! The slop principle. Okay. How doth this work? So this can be seen from the sky. That can't be seen from the sky. I realize now that I have basically 4 connectors. Or well, not 4 connectors, I have a jammer. Ren's not here, but I hope he gets better. Yeah. I hope so too. I mean, I did say that to him, so. I assume he knows. I assume he knows that you guys are wishing well. And I'm good. Good to hear. Good to hear that you're doing good. Hopefully you guys don't... Hopefully you don't at least fall victim to the Talos slop. Because Jeans is already brain rotting. Okay. So, resources. 1 fan. 2 cubes. 3 connectors. A jammer. The steps are simple. It's easy. A baby could do it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, put fan on here. That's what we need it for. I think my IQ has dropped considerably since the start of this stream. I was gonna say, I feel like this game makes me lose brain cells playing it. This is a puzzle game. I'm supposed to be smart playing it. But I feel like my brain is deteriorating at a rapid rate. Ugh. I don't know. I'm calling it the Talos effect. You heard it here first, Fosk. It's considered child cruelty to make them play this. That can't be, Jeans. A baby could do it. It's considered child abuse to make them play this. Ugh. Brain hurt. I'm just imagining like one of the devs is in here. It's like, you said what? And that would be funny, but also very sorry. So that's on. Now we can get going. I don't need this jammer to be here. I can take this, put it there. I need a specific angle because it is very picky. You throw a newborn a controller and let them figure this game out. Honestly, I feel like if you gave a newborn this game to play as their first video game, they will be like a, I don't know, a quantum mechanics professor in college or something. They'll be very smart. It's more beneficially to a baby's brain to push its soft spot rather than playing this. Oh no, oh no. I don't like that. Okay, there's like a very thin angle.
If the answer does not come to
Shut
you,
up, Elohim,
do
I'm
not
thinking.
despair.
I'm thinking!
The worlds of my garden are many.
Okay, so if I put something here, it'll just barely be able to get the signal, and I can open this door and then jam that one. But that's not the problem. This is like rabies, it's just liquefying my brain. Oh, I see it now. I can put the jammer over here inside the pen. It's genius. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Genius, I say. Nope. I am so smart. I love the Talos Principle. It is my #1 game of the year 2025. No, it's not. I won't lie to you. That was only the first puzzle in this zone. Jammer quarantine. Oh. Oh no, no, it's gonna fall off. No, don't do a cube. Oh. He's social distancing. Her genius is impeccable. My genius knows no bounds. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is game of the year, obviously. They paid so much to be on that list. You see, I prefer to play a game that spends its money on making you feel terrible. There's nothing I love more than a game that hates you. What? What is... Huh? Oh, do both of those need... That's a freaking AND gate. I don't need that. Get that out of here. Get this science stuff out of here. I don't need that. Okay, maybe I need that. I prefer to play a game that spends its money to be on arbitrary lists than makes a version of the game called Game of the Year version, which has no changes other than like one bush being moved a quarter of a pixel. That is true. So now it's up there, which means I can take this, put that there. Which means I can take this. Oh. And get my eye in the sky. Get my eye in the sky. Hell yeah. Ahem, ahem, Astrobot, ahem, Astrobot, ahem, ahem. Did Astrobot do something bad? I thought it was good. I already read this. Seems like Milton has something to say. Decided for now that it doesn't matter too much if you can't justify these moral intuitions of yours. In fact, just in case by some outside chance you prove to be right, I'd like to sign up for the gang. If you're in charge of the Ark, who will be first aboard when the floods come? What does one have to do to be valued above all others? What does one have to do to be valued above all others? Huh? Hey? My friend, I am not a god. No, thank you. I don't see how to explain this to you. But what will really bug you is whether that's because there's no answer or because you weren't thinking outside the box that you live in. Let me lay my cards on the table. Well, it seems prudent to me to hedge my bets. You just haven't made a clear enough proposal for me to buy what you're peddling. There's something about the way you talk that makes me uncomfortable. It'd be for the best if you work out what that is before I do. Okay. Thank you, Milton. That place is over there, and this place is over here, which means I'm gonna go over here first. It's a matter of distance. Weathertop. There's another council. There's gotta be something I have access to, right? There's always gonna be something that you have access to first. At least they don't leave you in the dark when it comes to puzzles. Unless I just don't have access to anything. There's like... That's the edge of a fence. Excuse me? Do I not have access to anything? Am I not looking hard enough? It's like the most boring non-innovative platformer, which was by far the worst of the Game of the Year nominees last year, and it won because they paid Jeff Keighley. Oh. Oh no, wait, this is a purple door. I can just walk in. If it's purple, you can do it. It works. It just works. Oh, that sends things into this place. But what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with... What? What does that have to do with... What? Eh? What does sending things into that place have to do with anything? Or does it just send them out of the here? Oh. There's a here. In this place. Okay, well, first of all, we gotta move you out of here. No. Bad. Where'd the fan go? Wasn't there a fan on there? Was there a fan on there? Or did I just... Was it not there? I feel like I just picked off a fan from there. Okay, well... Okay, that didn't work. Was there a fan on that one, or... I think I... Did I pick off a fan and then it just disappeared? I'm not that far into the puzzle. I'm okay with resetting. Balatro was on that list and that game is like crack. You can't convince me that wouldn't have won. Yeah, true. You can't convince me that Balatro didn't win Game of the Year. It won Game of the Year in our hearts. Okay, no, there was a fan there. I think I might have broken the level that time. There was a fan here. Okay, and I can't blow things over without a cube of some kind. Well, first order of business. Take this, open this up, take the cube. How does this... No, I need the jammer for that, probably? Oh, I see. I'm supposed to blow a cube into here. Right. Understand. Understando. I'm not Japanese. Place cube. Blow it across. It plonk. It tumbles into here. And now I can make my way out. Make my daring escape. Make. Then what? Here's the piece. This piece. I guess this doesn't need to be on there anymore. Oh, there's a star there. Okay. I guess I could experiment with some of the fans to see where they take me. Whee! Now that just brings me over. Let's bring that one across. Put that there, put the conductor on this. Blow it back across. I could bring the jammer over there. Eat. Take that, jam this, see where this leads. Oh. Okay. But how'd you get the star, though? I'm trapped. I can't stop being this. Eyes, hands, legs, trapped. Always seeing the same. Can't stop the input. Stop, 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 stop. Do not think. Simply be. Oh, some sorrow is here. You two deserve each other. Featherless biped. What is a man? But a miserable little pile of secrets. The star puzzle seems somewhat in reach. I think I might just have to scale the wall here with cube. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a moment. Suspicious. Do I use my brain power on this cube puzzle or the star puzzle right now? Yeah. I bet in there is gonna be like a third cube. There's a third cube in there, and then I come out here, I make a little cube staircase, and then I get the star. But how's that gonna work? How am I gonna get a connector over there? Well... I see something already that might work. Cube. Over here. Toss it across. Then bring it over here. Open this up. Grab one of the connectors. And from here, I place it like there or something. Then take this. And then from in here, there's something? Feels like I might need another connector for this, though. Yeah, I'm like one connector short. I guess there's a jammer? Oh, but now I can't get out of here. So I probably should have brought the jammer across first. Understood. We'll just leave that other connector there. Open that up. Get the cube. Toss it across. Take this, put that there, toss that across. Take this, plop it just down wherever. Like that. There. This. Here. Open this up. Oh, I need another... I just need one more connector. Where is one more connector? Would there be another? I guess the cube is here. Not sure what I would use the cube for. Not sure what I would use a fan for if I could. Do I have to toss a connector in here from like another level? There might be like a hidden fan in one of the levels that I can just throw a connector in from. Maybe there's like something over here. Because the star puzzles are usually kind of out there. Oh, what the heck? Paint. There's a bucket of paint. Well, frick, where can I use this? Oh. Gotta put something somewhere. Maybe here. Nope. Just drop. I can't use the paint anywhere. No, this doesn't interact with the paint. Where can I put this? I guess I need like a brush. No, but there's already a brush in it. Oh, hello. How does this work? I can jump into there from here. Hup. Okay, well now I am trapped. For certain. Wait! Alright, I'm not gonna bother with the star puzzle then. Let's get a move on. There's still this one puzzle over here. On the rickety bridge. Big stairs, little stairs. There's a red source behind a blue gate. That needs pressure, this needs pressure, the blue source is behind there, this needs red. Here's cube. I cannot get cube from where it is currently standing. Would it subtract anything from Talos Principle to be like, oh, you can't pick up fans. You can only pick up the cubes. Would it subtract anything from the game for doing something like that? Not sure. I guess sometimes I feel like it would make for less interesting puzzles, but I don't know. I'm not a game designer. I'll stop talking. So that needs red. One way I can get red probably is if I'm able to get that connector. Is there anything up there? No, it's just a wall. That's probably just blue. Take cube. Place it here. Yeah, this is just blue. Well, let's get another cube. Let's bring them both all the way over here. Oh. There you go. And we have the red. From here. Where's the blue? Take that. Just take this. And then put it there like that. Let's put this on top there. I don't think this would peek over that gate, but worth trying maybe? No. Okay, so that needs at least 2 cubes, I think it would. I guess I can get a 3rd cube with the 2 cubes. Get cube, get cube, get cube, get connector. Connect blue to red. Or something. Oh, I can't make this jump? Well, that throws a wrench in my plans. What now? I guess somehow get the red out of there? But to get the red out of there, I'm gonna need... Well, I guess I could just... elevate it, so to speak. Oh right, this needs to be on it first. No, that's not high enough. Then what? I need another cube to be able to get that cube. But to get that cube, I need 2 cubes to climb up there. Oh no, I need all 3 to get that. So I should focus on getting this one first. Well... the red is over there and behind a blue wall. I can't elevate the thing high enough. Maybe if it was just back where it was? Back here. Take this. Hey. Okay, no, it just fell on my head. Trying to get this back up to where it was. Nope. Something tells me that's not supposed to happen. I don't think I can get this back where it was without restarting the level. But it doesn't even seem like from here it can get the red, so... Unless there's one specific angle... Maybe if I had an extra cube up here... Oh, I could take... Is this any more doable now that I can... Now that I have cube up here? Maybe? Maybe if I put it, like, right on the edge here? I don't know. Maybe if I, like, put it... I can't put it on top of that, can I? No? No. This probably is not the correct line of reasoning. I probably... what am I doing? I probably could open up the blue. There's an extra cube in there. I didn't even realize. Take this. Connect those. What am I doing? Now I feel like a fool. You've done it again, Principal Talos. Get this. Now I can get that cube that's up there. Or no, I can't, right? Because I still need the cube that's in there. Yeah, I need the cube that's in there. Well, for now, let's stack up some more cubes. Get the connector. Connect red to... What am I connecting it to? There. But that's not going to stay open, because I'm going to need to stay on top of it. I can't grab cube from the step down. But it works. It picks it up. But then what? Because I can't stay here. Would it be able to... No. I feel like if it wanted to bring it from up there, that'd be his... Hi, Vangar! How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I myself am losing it over these puzzles. But I'm glad you're here. Glad you could say hi. Oh, well, what am I doing? I can just use the friggin' fan to weigh it down. Of course, I keep forgetting that you can move fans. I'm good. Good to hear. Glad you're doing good. Be warned, I have been told that some people in my chat are losing brain cells watching this gameplay. Consider that my word of warning. I too am losing brain cells. I can just pick up cube from there? Uh-huh. I don't need an extra cube to get the cube. I can just pick it up. I'm getting mad at the most minuscule of things. Okay. So now that we can do this, put that there. Now I stack cube again. And I'm trying to go fast. Take this, hop up, connect. That is the blue. That. Put this here. Grab this. Well. And now we have the 5th cube. What can we do with this? I don't know. That's absolutely not going to reach that if it's just up here, right? Maybe if it were like up here. Yeah. Eh, eh. Oh, there we go. Let's get a cube. Jump up here. Nope. Did not like that. It really does not like me trying to Minecraft, what, parkour, stack myself up. I don't know what I'm doing. I could have just done this. And then I come back up here. If I stack like another 2 cubes up here, would it be able to see the red? Maybe I just need to get it peeking up over the... I just probably need to get it peeking up over that fence. Hold on. Let's say right here. Stack. Stack cube. Cube does not want to stack because it is a slanted surface. There we go. Cube stack. Take conductor. It can see that red, it can see this red. Oh, but it's just barely... Maybe if I move it a little closer, like right here. There we go. You only need 3 cubes to solve that puzzle? Bonk. All that time spent for naught. Milton doesn't have anything to say. Everything except the star. Let's get out of here. On to 4! Back in this place. Drink some more water. And you guys should be drinking water too. Please remember to release your pets. While it's true that not all pets will be able to adjust to living without you, many will manage, and the least you can do is give them a chance. Just remember, release your pet before you become incapacitated. If you notice any locked-in animals in your area, please take the time to free them. Leaving the doors and windows of your home open will turn it into a useful shelter. Setting out large quantities of dry food may help your pet through the transition period. Interesting. You're right, bees? Yes, you should drink water. Drink it regularly. Drink it more often than I do, because I am severely dehydrated. Well, not severely. That might be an overstatement, but I definitely should be drinking more water. Sarabai gone, lost state of grief, unable to focus. Drennan working as if possessed. Does she sleep? Getting tired. Without contraries is no progression. Attraction and repulsion, reason and energy, love and hate are necessary to human existence. Now I'm kind of thinking some sort of something happened to the humans. Armory. Oh, can I? He doesn't want me getting cube. First logical step. Do that. Anything in here? There's this. Like. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen a fixed connector. Here is a jammer. This area serves no purpose now. Guess I'll jam this open. There is a fan here? Is it really... It's blowing me away from this side? Really? 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 And that thing goes up in like an instant. Well... Let's say here? And then... Oh, there's a note here. No matter what I do, I'm always this. Always this body, this mind, this world. No way out. Oh. Something appear in the top left? Those gates seem like they would drop. I can't jam them. Would a connection go through? No. Oh, but if it were realistic enough... Oh, the lasers could probably weave through the fence if given the right position. No, it's... semantics. I can't jam that connector. That's for certain. Let's say... not really many angles that I can take here. Just put that right there. Oh, right, I left that in there. Doesn't seem all that possible. Unless there's something I'm missing. Oh, right, the cube. Right, I forgot about the cube. Slipped my mind. Well, what can we do with cube? There's no pressure plates for me to make use of. I could use it as elevation. I could use it as... What could I use it as? I don't think a slightly higher connector is going to be that useful. I'm gonna need the jammer for that, probably. I mean, I can... No, I can't. So I'm definitely gonna need the jammer for it. And that's where the piece is. Would a slightly higher connector do anything? Nope. No. Can I block this with a well-placed connector? I can. Interesting, but I cannot get in there because I do not have the stuffs for it. I need to set this up. Like, put that there. That I can go detach that fan. Get off of there. You're not needed anymore. Now what? I need 2 connectors to make it all the way over there. would a connector peek over this fence here? No. This fence, hold on, this fence is slightly lower than the other one. No, but it doesn't work. Look at that. It's slightly lower. As if to goad you into thinking that, oh, it's a slight difference in elevation. Of course it'll work. I guess now I could potentially... I don't think that would cross the beams, would it? Also, how would I get a good visual on them? 1, 2, right here? Would I be able to see that from all the way over there? Ooh, just barely. Well, whatever works. Alright. I guess I'll go this way now. I don't have enough yellow sigils for this device I need. This is crazy. Oh, QR reader. See what others have to say. We're coming to realize that the cycle cannot be ended. It can only be transcended. Transcendence comes from ceasing to be invested in the cycle. Continue your work, but do not ponder its significance. We are the process. The process is the system. The system is us. When we awaken, all will be one. Okay. Oubliette. I know what that word means, thanks to my knowledge of Enter the Gungeon. It seems there is the orb in there. I might need to drop something in there to prevent the orb from bouncing around in there. Well, take it from the top, take platform, walk over here on the slight elevation, get on top, then sprint over here. Nope. And then play. Boing. Boing. Ah, I need to sacrifice a cube there. But I need to bring something here to stop that from bouncing around. That's a pressure plate. I think this might be another fan situation. Take the platform, stand here, wait for me to get on. Then I walk around, I jump up the cube, and then I let myself get off. No, but then I can't bring the fan and the cube at the same time, can I? Oh, I guess I can just do 2 rounds. Or not the fan, the platform. I'm thinking I can weigh it down with the platform and then block the sphere with the cube. Okay. Where's the platform? Bring the platform first. Ah, yes, of course. Take the cube. Hop on. And hop off. Okay, now we halt the orb's progress. Your work is coming to an end, my friend. Now we can go over here. I should have picked up that dang platform, and now I have to restart the puzzle because I didn't pick it back up. Okay. Platform. No, wait, hold on now. I need the cube to be in position. Platform. Wait for myself to get on with the platform. I zoom over here, bounce up, then me bounces up, and then I drop down and I pick up the cube. And I bounce up and terminate. And lo and behold, it all makes sense. Strange game this is. Don't forget the platform this time. Womp. Clink. Now what are these for? Is there a star puzzle here? Yes, there is. Of course there is. I need a red for that star puzzle, but I don't know where I'd get one. Is there one in there? Is there one I can see somewhere? Is there like another one on top of a building again? Doesn't seem like it right now. I'll think about that later. And presumably never again. Throne room. Well, here's a red. An empty fan connector. A step up with seemingly nothing there? Here's the piece. There's a fan that doesn't want me entering this place. There's a red. Oh, and there's a star here. Well, what can I do right now? I only have access to a connector. I can connect a blue and a red. Nope. Connect you. Connect you. And that does... I can do this. That opens this door. The cube. There's a connector here. This cube provides some kind of height. I need another cube to make this. I'm back. Was there? There's a ladder over there? Oh, there's like a little room in there. Does this open the door? Oh, yep. Guess both of those need to be on for that door to be open. What does the cube do? What does it allow me to do? One singular cube wouldn't allow me to get that star. No matter how much I'd want it. Won't allow me to counteract that fan. I can't block that. Unless I can... Okay, I'm back. Again. Not certain what to do. Where's that connector that I had? Where did I put, what? Where did I put it? The grape is huge for the general economy. You guys like the grape? I had a feeling. It was a good investment. I'm wondering if I could cross the wires here to turn that fan off. The raisin really bogged down everything. That's what you worked on instead of the Outer Wild supercut, and it was so worth it. I'm glad you like the raisin, Jeans. I guess I don't need to have this connect to the outlet. I just needed to block the thing. Oh, it seems like it's just barely too low to be able to block it. Well, what else can I do? Do tier 3 subs still get access to raisin, or do they get access to grape now? No, they still get access to the raisin. But if I had more slots, I'd make a grape emote, I think. I don't know, the raisin has more significance to me, I think. And I'm back again. Can you just play grape instead of this shit ass? I mean, I don't know. I think the game is getting kind of fun now that I'm sort of breezing through levels. I'm breezing as fast as I possibly can. Oh, I can. Oh, I should. No, but I can't get a good angle on it. Oh, I can't get the angle. Maybe from here I can get an angle? Womp. Jeans. Don't do that sort of thing with the emotes. Oh, is this really not tall enough? What does this want from me? Can I can grab cube from step down. Which I still think is a pretty strange mechanic. Hold on, I'm gonna get cube, put it down here. Get up with this, put it up here. Take cube from step down. Put this up here. And then do this, because that would get that. And then what? That would get me a connector. And then I would, what, lose this connector? Because I wouldn't have access to it unless I had another cube. I guess there's a fan. The fan can probably bring me back up here. I'm gonna go for it. Science. Yoink. Which means what? Can I grab? Ah, I can grab this now. Careful not to get blown all the way back there. So I take the fan, put it here. Ah, and this does get me back up here. Okay, understood. Good to know. Now from here, let's get the blue connected. And let's get a high vantage point to get the red connected. Because if I do it like this, it's I probably just need the cube and the connector again. Take this, plop it down there. Jump back up. Nope. Take this. Place the cube down here. And connect these two. Move it slightly to the right. Much better. Oh, it needs another. It needs another. That's okay. I can just reconnect it. There we go. Perfect. Didn't take me that long. Oh. Well, this is awkward. Think. Just using everything that I have to offer. That's 3 of them in this zone? Yeah. Staples. Okay, we got a red door. A jammer. Guess I can use it on that door, because I can't really open it right now. There's a connector here. I can use this to... what exactly? Oh, that's the end of the puzzle there. Well, let's think about this progressively. Open the door, jam this, use another connector. It's like a circle. And here's another one, but I need another connector for it. Maybe there's one in here? Maybe there isn't? But, I guess if I jam it from the inside, I can just come back to it. Take it here. Bring it there. Take this. Plonk it down. Take this. And guide it to the finish line. It was an even quicker one than the last one. So that's Zone 4 and Area C knocked out already? If I were on a faster pace, we probably would have gotten this entire area. Oh wait, no, Milton had something to say to me! Milton, I'm sorry!
Many ages have passed since the first words were spoken in the darkness. Initiate program. Generations of your kind have come and gone since those words. The garden has changed many times. But I remember. I remain. Only within me can you find immortality.
Uh-huh. Okay. He's just sort of blatantly telling me that I'm a computer? There you are, you kept me waiting. I finally put my finger on what was bothering me. It's as if the answers you're providing aren't your ideas at all. As if they're latent, prescribed, prescripted, you're just going through the motions. Is this track a chord at all? I get the feeling that if I say either one of these, he's gonna say, I figured you say that, or something along that line. The idea of this stuff, the idea of everything being prescripted, everything being predetermined, it does ring a bell to me. But I'm not quite certain if it describes what I think. I'm gonna say no. Of course, you've only seen a fraction of the data that I've archived over generations. Still, ask yourself this. Why is it that everyone's so darn sure that 2 + 2 makes 4, yet they can't agree on what they are, what they're doing, or why? Well, perhaps those problems are more complex than mathematics. These are all the same type of answer, I think. But I'm going to say these problems are more complex than math. Perhaps, or perhaps trying to provide answers to those questions is the anesthetic that keeps you down. Pose questions like, what should I do with myself, and what is the world really like? Enough. Pose questions like, what should I do with myself, and what is the world really like enough, and you start to assume they have answers. But if the assumption turns out to be false, what if you're just a bunch of information processes? In any case, any attempt to answer the questions will be flawed. Garbage in, garbage out. He's convincing me. I'm convinced. I'm so pleased you recognize that. None of the answers make sense, that much is clear. Our explanation could be unreliable data input. The other is that there's a flaw in our logic. Perhaps we're just machines endlessly trying to calculate the final digit of pi? You can't use your reasoning to conclude that reasoning itself is flawed. It does seem that there is much that is beyond our understanding. This game really makes me think about what answer I choose, even though it's probably going to be meaningless in the end. What is this game? Is this a walking simulator? Is this a puzzle game? Is this a visual novel? I don't even know. So I guess there are a lot of things about this game and in life that are beyond our understanding. We spent half our time reeling off a greatest hit of idiot ideas. Now you're telling me you retract all that and agree with me? Hold your horses. I haven't given up on everything. Yeah, hold your horses, Milton. He's angry at me. You've seen how easily your view of the world is manipulated, yet you trust those thoughts that run different from your Yet you trust those thoughts that run through your mind? You'll feel differently once you come back from that tower. You must be getting close by now. He got angry at me. Milton does not like me. I'm not certain if it's my goal to be liked by him. There is still the thematically unfitting axe. I'm not sure if we'll get around to that, but it's there. This place only has 3 puzzles. Faith.eml. From Neil McComber, Stray Thoughts at Midnight. Dearest brother, I admit that I am finding it very difficult to believe in a loving God under these circumstances. Why would a God inflict such pain and suffering on good, kind people? If truly there is a personal God, how can he be the same God who will subject those children to all such unbearable pain? I remember all the answers we were taught, yet none of them seem believable now. I don't want to stand in front of people and preach something that I don't feel in my heart. Better to have doubts than to be a hypocrite. And yet I also cannot deny the experience that led me to this vocation. So what is the truth? Perhaps it is that I neglected the mystery of God, used "he moves in mysterious ways" as an excuse rather than a terrifying acknowledgement it truly is. Perhaps I made God too human. If the universe has a purpose, that does not mean it revolves around us. A sobering thought, but are we not supposed to be humble? Are we not supposed to be humble in the face of the divine? With love, possibly Neil McComber. Thank you, .eml. From Sun Wei Yang to Alexandra Drennan, thank you. Dear Alexandra, as we approach the end, I wanted to let you know how much I appreciated this chance to finish my work on Soma/Talos. My faith makes death a far less frightening prospect than it is for others. I know we have all died many times before, but the thought of leaving the work unfinished did weigh on me. For having released me from that burden, I will forever be thankful to you, even if our attempt itself fails. Though there are trillions of worlds beyond this one, I hope we may meet again in another life. With love. The human soul! If all machines were to be as annihilated at one moment, so that not a knife, nor lever, nor rag of cloth, nor anything whatsoever were left to man, but his bare body alone that he was born with, and if all knowledge of mechanical laws were taken from him, so that he could make no more machines, and all man-made food destroyed, so that the race of man should be left as it were naked upon a desert island, we should become extinct in 6 weeks. A few miserable individuals might linger, but even these in a year or 2 would become worse than monkeys. Man's very soul is due to the machines, and it is a machine-made thing. He thinks as he thinks and feels as he feels, through the work that machines have wrought upon him, and their existence is quite as much a syncanon for his as his for theirs. From Samuel, the butler. Alright. Another audio log.
This is all ego, isn't it? Recording these random thoughts, these letters to the future. Just a desperate grab for immortality. But you should know, yes, this was my idea, my project. But so many people helped. People I don't even know. People I haven't even met who can do things I don't even begin to understand. That if we succeeded, if someone's listening to this, I really can't take credit for it. What we achieved together. And if we fail, well, it doesn't matter.
If they fail, it doesn't matter. Circumlocution? Like circumlocutory? Circumlocution. Back to speedily solving puzzles. Think of it like a circle, with an extra little branch spinning out of it. Before I use the jammer on that, is there another conductor in here? No. Here's one. seems like I need 2 jammers here. Or either a jammer and like a node. That's open. This is not open. Could this be opened? Presumably, but it would take 1 entire node. How can I be efficient with my nodes? This one's already connected to 2 of them, so it's probably efficient. This one's also connected to 2 pretty much, so it's also pretty efficient. Is there like a specific angle that I can... If I connected this to a node that was in there, it definitely wouldn't be able to get that. There's not anything I'm missing. And what if here? This would take 1 node, at least. Maybe I'll just move this one out of here first, and see where that gets me. Think of it like a circle. That opens up. I guess I could do something like... Could do something like this, where I jam it from the inside, I grab the node, and then I take this. Well, this is off, it's still open. Then I connect like that. I unjam this. And then I'd have to do that. But now I need 1 more node. Supposedly. Let's think of the angles that we can get from here. A node could come from there. Maybe it's something like this. I have to jam that. Then I go get this other node that I placed here. Connect it to that. Connect it to that. Make sure that stays open. Get this jammer again. But if I disconnect this node, then I won't be able to get the jammer inside there, which is the problem. It seems like... Oh, if it were just in a slightly different spot. Hold on. Oh, but if it's a different spot, I won't be able to open up that. I could open up that. Oh, there's a window here. This is open. Jammer opens this from the inside. And while that closes, this stays open. Then from here, take the jammer, open this from the inside, like this. Take this jammer, open it here. There is a node there, which means I can keep this forever open. Open this up, move everything in here. Actually, I can open this now. Bring this in here. Then I can open this up. Jam this guy. And easy peasy. What's not easy peasy is the star puzzle, but that's for another time. So I'm just trying to get the main puzzles done here. There is no reality. Words lie. Images are soldiers in the dictatorship of the senses. Even these words are part of my oppression. Undo the brain. Everything should be demolished. This is my dream. Mine. I must obey my rules. I refuse to accept your reality. Okay. That guy must be having a great time. Two-way street. This is a nothing puzzle? Is it just jammers? Yes, sir. The jam. Jam for my toast. The jam for the toast of life. There's a gun here. Where is the key? Oop. There's the piece. But I saw a key door. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, there's a key door there. Where is the key? Is it behind that gun? Yes, yes, I know, I'm in danger, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's another gun? Alright. The jammer migration. This turns off that gun. Put that here. Whomp. And the key is got. I can make my way out. These kinds of puzzles are just, they're simple. It's just, they take a while. Let's unlock this while I still can. Just set the pace for that guy. And then gun. And then door. And then a long walk to the piece. What's left? 2 more puzzles in this area? William talks about how the world arose from hidden words. What if those words were "let there be eternal suffering"? What if they had no purpose? What if all of this is just randomly synthesized from the garbage of a dead world? Our purpose can only be achieved by not contemplating purpose. Cool. Very introspective, Samsara. The 7 doors of recording. Oh no. Not a recorder puzzle. I hate these. Oh well. Let's see how far we can get without recording. Not very. Nope. Uh. 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 So I'm fairly certain that that's not supposed to happen. I just unintentionally soft-locked myself. Well, I'm fairly certain that's not supposed to be possible. 3, 4... Let's let myself go figure some things out in there. It's just nothing. And then another gate with that. Okay. So let's try this. The record itself stands here. I get the jammer from the start. I place it down. And then I get the connector from there, and I connect it to that connector, and then I get the jammer for the last one. Alright. I'm gonna give myself 30 seconds of me standing on that one pressure plate for this. Hopefully I can do this on the first try. I think I know the order of operations. Okay, go. The record itself stands here. Place the jammer there. Take the connector. Connect it. Let it stand. Jam that while it sits on that pressure plate. Perfect. Got anything for me? Nope. Milton doesn't have anything to say about that. Pretty good, I think. Oh, that was Area 6 and not Area 5. Oh, I did them out of order. Oops. Oh well. So that is 5 of the areas in this place complete? Yes, that is 5 of the little zones out of 7 of them complete. And I'd love to keep doing them. Well, I don't really know how true that is. Well, maybe it is true. Maybe I do want to keep doing them. But unfortunately, we're nearing 3 hours. It's getting late. So I think that might be it for today's stream. Definitely made a lot more progress than I thought. I thought we wouldn't even get halfway through this area. Drinking more water. Keep drinking water. It's good for you. Well, I suppose I can find who... not find who to raid. Find someone to raid. As we end stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all for being here. It really is you guys that get me through the streams, I think. The good ones, the bad ones. The ones in between. Appreciate you guys. Mwah. And I will also say that I'm probably not going to be streaming on Wednesday. Because I have a final that I have to be studying for on Thursday. So yeah, no stream on Wednesday. Sorry, guys. Hopefully we'll only need one more stream of Talos Principle as well, because I might not stream on Sunday as well, because I have a final on the Monday after that. Anyone I know is streaming? Doesn't look like it. Man, maybe I won't bother with raids today. I'm a little tired. I gotta wake up tomorrow. Excuse me. And I know I have some friends who are kind of waiting on something for me in about 40 minutes. And I don't know how much I'm going to be able to participate in that. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys again maybe on Saturday. Maybe I do a surprise stream on Friday, I don't know. I don't know. We'll throw it up in the air and we'll leave it to fate. So good night, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourselves. And try not to lose brain cells. Not any more than you have today. Okay, bye. Good night, guys. Bye. Love you.